Hey y'all, Fandom D staying here. I'm going to be reacting to the originals, not the originals, the Legacies, Season 1, Episode 5. Let's get to reacting. Oh, what's that? Some Poison Ivy-ish right there. Smart man.
Rick, I got one that talks.
Oh, so we've survived that swamp thing from previous week.
I am forming an honor council. One vampire, one witch, and one werewolf, each elected by their peers, along with our school counselor, Emma, whose vote will represent the younger students.
Dr. Saltzman, hey, hi. Do you have a minute to talk about Caleb?
I'm late, MG.
It's really important.
30 seconds.
Thank you, because when I told Lizzie about how Caleb was feeding on the girls at the high school, I didn't think that my big mouth would get him sent to vampire prison.
Your big mouth had nothing to do with that. Caleb's locked up because he needs to dry out. When young vampires feed on humans, they become a threat not only to innocent people, but themselves.
True. No.
Are you kidding me?
Under assault today.
You get to interrogate a tree nymph, and I have to run Landon's 23andMe.
Maybe you should wear something that shows your fellow witches you're going to take this seriously. It's a big responsibility.
That is why I am perfect for the job. I'm a tastemaker.
You're gonna vote for Joe.
These tests determine whether or not I get to stay at the school, right? There is no way I'm putting my future in your hands. You're biased.
I'm not biased. Besides, neither of us has a choice. Believe me, this is not how I would choose to spend my day either.
See? Biased.
Oh, this is where she is. I haven't seen her since what, episode 2? With the cramps?
So you're running for honor council just to spite her. That's low, Penelope. Even for you.
Used to like it when I went low.
Okay! It literally just said that.
Dryads were gentle creatures who lived among humans. Well, we're not your enemy. We're just looking for answers.
Humans are known to lie.
So are monsters.
True.
There's a man I cherish named Oliver. If you bring him to me, I will believe that you are trustworthy.
Oliver
Or what
Queen?
passes for it among your species. Only then will I answer your questions.
Want a favor from your alpha?
You're obviously going to be elected to the honor council. If it comes down to it, you do what you can to keep Landon here.
That's a great idea, Foster Kid. I'll bring that up at the first meeting. So I can make sure your boy gets the boot.
Damn, really?
Why? I joined the pack. You aren't following all the stupid rules that you made.
Consider that punishment for not respecting my authority when you got here.
He would lean against the trees and feel happiness. We fell in love.
You
Oh.
should know, he might not be around anymore. It's been a while since those days, you remember?
Oliver made a great sacrifice. He became a vampire, so we might be together forever. We
Okay.
decided to meet at a clearing where we fell in love so we could run away, but circumstance got in the way.
Good news, bad news. How Pal Bonnie,
Ah.
thing on the ring, some sort of combo summoning spell and astral projection. So,
Can someone please tell me what's going on here? I'm sorry, do I know you?
Oh, come on. Okay, so he is not a supernatural being that has strength.
No supernatural strength. Landon was about to run sprints to the lake and back.
He really didn't have to, did he?
What are you testing for exactly? His ability to get away from me as quickly as possible. If he's gonna...
Landon Kirby.
See? That's the truth. Now lie, what's your favorite food?
Rabbit. So it's a supernatural lie detector.
Pretty much your worst nightmare.
Unless he's a good liar.
because everybody knows that you're going to get the witch vote.
Say no more. I know how much Landon means to you, and I would be happy to help.
I mean, all right, thank you. Seriously.
If you would be happy to be my date to my birthday on Friday.
Ooh.
Are you blackmailing me?
No, silly. I'm black tying you. It's totally different.
Say no.
Sure.
I'm sorry that you're in here, but let me make it up to you. Dr. Saltzman is starting an honor council, and if I get elected, I can change things around here, starting with getting you out of the cell.
You do that for me?
Yeah, of course.
Well, all right. Send the vamps my way. I'll get them in line.
Thanks, man. Hey, you won't regret this. I promise.
It's gonna backfire.
I gotta be the alpha.
No. Damn.
The poll's now open.
Okay, guess he's the alpha now. It's just like the try was a tournament.
Representative will be Raphael. The vampire representative will be
Caleb, right?
Caleb.
Ah,
And the witch representative will be
Joe.
Josie.
Oh, if she couldn't win, she wanna make sure the sister won't.
The clearing next to the river. The bed would blossom with daffodils every spring.
Yeah, I walk there every day. That's where I proposed to my wife.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, for the last time, I'm sorry. I broke your trust. I don't want to do it again.
He said he was sorry, Hope. The ball ain't lying.
Everything was fine before you and Raphael showed up.
Stop this madness.
Do you honestly think that you're safe here?
Yes, I do.
Because his boy Ralph is here.
Penelope had them vote for me. It doesn't make any sense.
Of course it does.
What's done is done, Joe.
I only wanted to be elected so that I could fix things between us.
And you did. We're even now.
It's the interrogation.
Inadvertently did it.
She's not. Whatever happened to these creatures, it erased all memory of them. It's like they never existed in the first place.
That's why?
On behalf of the lower school, is to err on the side of inclusion. We exist to help kids like him.
Okay, so far one good vote for Landon.
Landon has to go.
Ooh. Did not expect that.
Humans refuse to make a place for us in their world. We start letting them in. It's only a matter of time before they take this place from us too.
Two against Langdon.
Look what one mad wolf did to him. Earlier I asked him if he felt safe here. He said yes. He
Oh.
was lying.
I need to take it.
Take it where?
Just like Langdon.
There is a dark pit beneath the earth, locked away. I can see it, I can feel it. I meant to take the knife there. If I do, I will find peace and finally be free.
And who told you to do this?
Didn't let that symbol
It's in my
there.
mind. It is still there. I tried to fight it, but I am not strong enough. I'm sorry, I have no choice.
Watch out!
Damn, she dead. That's so sad for her.
This isn't about who's friends with who or who you like. This school is family. And I am not putting my family in danger again.
Oh. He pissed.
Powerful place. It is called Malivore.
Malivore. Thank you.
At least we got a name. Oh. Came a tree. Is that his mom?
You've left her with no room for herself. She spends all of her energy taking care of you.
She
She
got a
doesn't have
point.
time for a relationship because you are a black hole. Oh, she won't ever burn your world down. So I will do it for her.
Damn, she still loved Joe.
New Orleans.
I have a family friend there that's expecting you.
Family friend from New Orleans?
I asked him to help you find your birth mom.
Him.
Click your heels together 3 times kind of thing. If you ever need me, just press it. And my bracelet, leave me to you.
Okay. They're gonna kiss again, aren't ya? See? He ain't lying. Alrighty. Doesn't like you like that. Okay.
Just don't think about it.
Okay, this happening.
Place. It's called Malivore.
It's the same symbol on that necklace, ain't it? Oh, come on. These cliffhangers, I'm telling you. So, not gonna lie, this actually was an interesting episode of Legacies. You know, for starters, my expectations going into this episode turned out to be false. I was expecting, just like in the previous, 3 episodes, Hope, with some assistance, is going to defeat the creature. You know, it was like Hope, Assistance of a Lark, defeating the dragon. It was, you know, Hope with Joe defeating the gargoyle. It was Hope with the twins defeating the giant arachnid. This week's episode, based on the cliffhanger, I thought it was going to be, you know, Hope with, you know, a Lark and Dorian pretty much destroying that swamp thing. But it seems like, hey, Dario, kudos. You were pretty much, you know, by yourself, was able to handle that swamp thing, and you finally got a creature that's able to talk. So we can get some information, okay, why on earth you, and maybe probably know why others, want this damn knife. And at least, you know, the Dryad before she was killed, because hell, she pretty much wasn't fully, you know, in control of herself, you know, drew a symbol. And hopefully, you know, Dorian and Lark took note of that damn symbol. If not, come on, guys, you're not doing good. Colin, Dean, and Sam, they probably would have been on that case like, wait a minute, what is that? Because I don't think we even, like, there was a scene where they even acknowledge what on earth she was, like, drawing down, you know, that symbol, which pretty much said, like, oh, that symbol pretty much comes from, what is it, Malivore? Or, I forgot, I don't know how you truly pronounce it. I know it's the name of the episode, so crucify me in the comment section for not pronouncing it correctly. But it seems like whatever's there wants these supernatural creatures to retrieve this damn knife. Yet, we don't even know what supernatural creature Landon is. He doesn't have any healing factors. He doesn't, you know, have strength. To the point where, hell, he's not lying. So it's like, again, he doesn't even know, like, why he can't even be compelled. Like, because at one point I thought it was Ravane, but now it's not Ravane. So, like, what's up there? And then we see his mom, which the only person he knows about his family is his mother. So we don't know jack-ish about his father. But when it came to his mother, when he had like a picture of her, that same symbol that the Dryad drew is like that same necklace, you know, symbol that was on around the neck of Landon's mom, and he was pretty much holding him as a baby. So it's either two situations here, which the show could pretty much give us the answer right here and there. Hey, maybe the big bad creature that's within that place could be Landon's mom, and that's why, you know, whoever she is, he kind of has to be, or at least, you know, hybridish of it. Half human, maybe the father is human, and then the mother's a supernatural creature. Maybe they're both the same type of supernatural being. We don't know. My guess is pretty much half human, half whatever, because maybe that's what's kind of masking Landon. Maybe that's why I'm not truly detecting what exactly he is, because it's his human side that's cloaking it until his powers manifest, and that's when it's like, whoa, be careful. And I'm guessing it's beginning to manifest, because the moment Landon was around that knife, things began to happen. But maybe a situation where Landon's mom could be like some type of supernatural being that's supposed to protect the prison, Malivore, whatever you're calling it. That's really the big bad is really inside there. And for some reason, maybe, you know, the big bad send a creature to kill Landon's mom, but she was, you know, able enough to like send Landon away, you know, and hopefully when he grows up, to make sure, like, that big bad stays where it should be within that prison or whatever, that darkness that's like holding it. That's my guess. I don't want to go for the obvious, like, okay, Langdon's about the big bad, because I think they're really trying to, like, divert us and think of that instead of thinking of something else, try to predict it to be like less surprising. So that's what I'm taking from the scenes or so. Who knows? Because even then, when these like supernatural creatures are being like taken away, it's like people are beginning to like forget about them. It's like, okay, was this so long ago that when the thing was in prison that it pretty much took like those early type creatures, and before they pretty much died out, people thought they were extinct? That creature or whatever that being is pretty much creating those creatures and just giving them backstories. Like the Dryad, maybe she was given that backstory. Maybe again, she's not supposed to lie, but to her that is the truth because that's the backstory she was given. Who knows at this point? But I can't wait till this series truly, by the end, when this season ends, I have to truly rewatch it, knowing what I know, to see how this show, keep up with every single like hint of what it actually could be within the end. It's kind of like rewatching like Westworld, when I pretty much know everything of Westworld. It's like, oh, I pretty much know truly everything now, so it kind of seems to like mellow out correctly, and hopefully they don't got no plot holes. Don't give me Westworld plot holes, Legacies. But they did had some, again, typical CW teenage drama-ish, and I'm just like, okay, obviously Hope is going to be making out with Landon by the end of this episode. At one point I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to save it for the finale, because if he turns to be good, rewarded. You're pretty much going to be, within a relationship with Hope for the entire series, maybe, unless, you end up dating someone else. It happens in the Vampire Diaries verse, to the point where you see Liz and Ralph. I thought they was going to have a kiss, and he's like, oh, I'm not into you, I'm into your sister, but that didn't come out of his mouth. He was like, oh, I'm not really into you. What was going on? But she, the way how Liz pretty much like kind of like was like, no, forget the feelings, let's just do this. Reminded me so much of The 100, where Octavia was in a cave with a dude, and she was like, I just want to feel, I don't want to be like in my freaking mood right now, and she had sex with a dude inside the cave. So instead of cave sex, we got school sex here within this damn episode between Liz and Ralph. And who knows, maybe from that sex scene, maybe there too might become a thing. It inadvertently happened. Even though it's supposed to be a one-time thing, you might actually have feelings for it now. Things happen on CW shows and whatnot, especially Vampire Diaries verse. If not, who knows, maybe you might try to go revert back to Joe. But it seems that Penelope, welcome back, because we haven't seen you for 2 episodes. Episode 3, you had the cramps. We didn't see you throughout that episode, not even at the nurse office or whatever. They could have had like a segue where, she was hiding behind a door or whatever in the nurse's office. Then you can have the gargoyle like remind the people in the show, hey, this is Penelope, remember? And even episode 4, they didn't even bother to name drop Penelope, I believe, to the point I'm like, wait, is she actually a main cast member, or is she a recurring cast member? Maybe in the later season she might be like an actual big thing. Who knows? But it seems like, hell, she's got some feelings for Joe, and who knows? Maybe Joe might go back with Penelope. If not, it seems like she does kind of care for her, or again, like she said in previous episodes, she just want to watch the whole world burn. Can't wait to see how that goes. And it was kind of, I felt sad that MG was not gonna be elected. I was kind of like hoping he would, but then Caleb got elected, so kudos to him. Just don't go and compel females and drink their damn blood, man. Just stop it. Just drink the freaking rabbit's blood. Stefan was okay for seasons and episodes or so. Like, come on. But again, I cannot wait to see how this season goes from here on out with Legacies. Like or dislike the video. Comment on what you guys thought of the episode. Hey, if you're new, please subscribe, because again, I'll be reacting to this season throughout the entire day. And oh my gosh, this car. Oh, it stopped, thank goodness. It just had to stop. Why couldn't it begin to honk and then suddenly end after I'm doing this recording? But I am Fandom D saying I am signing off.